Hello, and we're back in Mardini, day 18, and we are looking at the theme is organic. Let me see. Let me get a view here. We're doing organic today. 18. And I have no idea right now what I'm gonna do, but I am thinking of probably doing something with cops. So here I am in the cops context. And I was looking at some of the pyro tools that they have there, some of the pyro setups. Also the flow block might be something I want to get into. And yeah, so let's take a look at some of those configurations, because we have pyro configure, we got fire, fireball, flame, billowy smoke, color smoke, dry ice. So maybe we try one of those. Let's take a look at what maybe the fireball looks like. And these are presets that we can use. So let me zoom back out. And this is like what it comes out with. Let me lower the music a bit. Let's skip that song. All right. And I guess in here, I saw that this node here is the resolution one. So if we wanted to take a look at that, this is kind of like a 2D type of effect. Let's see what else they got. Let's rewind back. Configure, and we can try the billowy smoke. And when here, let's add some more resolution. And this is a 2D plane, so that's why it simulates so quickly. So let's see what else we can do. Configure, we could try the color smoke. That's pretty cool that all these things are interacting with each other. Because it all starts here with the shape. Then it goes into the mono, then it gets copied. And then they did a bunch of stuff in here that I have no idea how to use yet. And then here's the configuration stuff. Looks like they added some colors or something here. They got a ramp here. Maybe they're grabbing color from here. I'm not really sure. Probably not. Let's see what else. Yeah, so all that stuff, eventually at the end, it's this setup. So if I were to change this, so if I maybe turn this off, we change the shape. Put it right in the middle. Let's try the X. That's pretty cool. Let's change the shape. Compound. An arrow. It looks kind of like the color here. No. Where are they getting color from? All right, let's take a look at another setup. Configure fireball. Did we already see that? Was that like the first one? I think it was like the first one. Yeah, we already tested that one. And let's try configure again. Flame. Oops. Configure. Why is it going away? Configure flame. Yeah, these effects are actually cool for like 2D cards. So you can put in far in the environment. But for what we're doing today, I don't think any of these are gonna work. So let's take a look at, let's add a SDF shape. And SDF to mono. Make it black and white. And then we'll do the flow block. We'll bring in the color. Human versus humans, what's up? And then we will get a noise. How's it going? Hey PGP, how's it going? I'm gonna add a blur here. Today is organic. There's no plan, and it's just something organic. So I'm thinking of something abstract, maybe. Yeah, this is interesting. I kind of like this 2D liquid kind of simulation stuff. Let's see, another. What if we add a noise? Let's turn this off. Let's see, and if we add a multiply constant, we can lower the amount. We'll add another noise in there. Let's see what other noise we can work with. Bubble noise. It looks all right. See, grunge layer noise. Then the other thing we can do is put a null out here for the color and just put like out color hello min nkm. And if we go back, we do a grid material library. Let's go back to this view. Use the material and we can put cops. We'll do an image here, put it into the base color. And then in here we'll put OP and then copy that from cops. Let's see if it shows up. Okay, so we need UVs. Just put a UV texture. Okay. Now we can see that liquid in our texture here. And maybe we could play around with the displacement. But we're gonna need to add resolution here. Subdivide. Let's do it before. You can kind of see what that's doing. Will this work? No. Let's do multiply. Let's go on the scale itself. Then we can maybe add just a mountain. Something like that, maybe. Okay, let's see. Wondering if we can add more resolution here. Would it be here? So we'll put 5. Okay, I didn't really need the dicing thing here. This is, let's see if we add 0.1. I don't think it makes much of. Okay, it did make a difference. Yeah, 0.05. So we can get away with maybe adding less resolution, but I think it's okay for now. Okay, let's go back into the simulation liquid, 2D liquid. We'll add some color in here, hopefully. Or we need to blend color in first. Let's do a. Why is it not deleting? Let me go back and then delete. Okay. Let's do a blend. Constant. Grab this here. Color. Okay, let's go back. Let's simulate this. HSV adjust. Okay, let's go back to our 3D scene and go into material. Let's just blur this out a bit, the roughness on the specular. And render. Let's add like a light. I'm not really sure what we're doing yet. Just playing around, see what looks good. It's not really changing the color here. What if we added to metalness? Nope. I guess if we leave it on the color, it kind of gives you like a good sense of the direction. Of like how things are displaced around. Because the displacement is not really showing that kind of direction. It's kind of just moving up and down a little bit. You see? So it's not really... I mean, we're turning off the material, but what if we add that displacement into in here, maybe. Attribute. Attribute from map. Let's go and copy the out here. I'm adding a point fob, and I'm gonna see if I can displace CD. So we can do maybe an add. Okay, so that seems to be working, and then we'll do a vector to float and put the Y. Let's see, and let's sorry, this would it be here? I guess we gotta add it again. I don't remember if I was doing this right. Or was it multiply? Ooh, that's crazy. Look at that. No, that's wild. That's too much. All right, let's leave it like this for now. I think it's working. What if we change it to a sphere? Let's try a torus. And let's pin it. Let's see what else we can do. Let's disconnect that. Okay. Let's check out the grid again. Let's go back to the point bob and add some more displacement here. Let's play around with the colors. Let's change them because they look kind of ugly right now. Let's remove this here. It's weird, it's giving me issues. I gotta rewind it. And then in here we'll do overlay. And I think I'll put another one here that doesn't have the color to displace. So then if we go back to the, here we'll put the displace. The save. It's pretty cool, the liquid stuff. Let's make it more drastic. Let's see, like 5. So we can see more results. So we can see the results quicker. And let's go back. Oh, that's a lot. That definitely looks organic. Kind of looks like the insulation spray foam or something. Or maybe like rotten yogurt. This is what the milk would look like if you don't check it in like 5 months. This is what it would look like, probably. Or almost like for sure. Let's see what else. 5. Just add more resolution. The other thing we can do is go back to cops and maybe add more resolution to our color noise. Let's see. How is it picking up the resolution? Is it just on the... Let's see, I can't really tell. Yeah, so right now it says 1024 by 1024. We could do a size ref and then put maybe we'll double it, so 2048 by 2048. We're gonna have to rewind back. Let's see if it'll update. No, it didn't update because I didn't link it. There. Let's link them. Okay, now it's bigger. And let's remove the displacement for now. It's looking much better. What if we multiply, or can we just duplicate? Let me see, multiply these two. Okay, so what else can we add? We got lots of filters here. There's some artistic ones here. Should we add Kuwahara filter? What is that? I didn't see a difference. Oh, okay, so oh cool. It does like a painter, like a almost like a painterly kind of thing there. And it has a radius here. I wonder what we can do with that. If we duplicate this noise, we add the radius. Would it do anything? It's interesting. What if we put it towards the end, like before our final? Okay, let's take a look in 3D. Looks all right. It's definitely interesting. Let's try something else. We'll just turn it off for now. Let's look at some more filters here. So surface dither. Let's see. Wow, that looks crazy. Could be cool for like sediment, like rock kind of textures. Like applied with this noise, obviously, because if we change it to this, it looks like it creates like a contours like of a fingerprint, which is kind of cool. It's like a modulo, like coming from the outside, from the inside to the outside. So you can change the density and the pattern. Wow, that's cool. Very interesting. You could definitely do like rocks or granite or something, like for the texture. And obviously we lose the whole the whole effect once we do the flow block. So we can put this at the end maybe. So we can, I'll put another no here, and we could use it for like something else in the shader, maybe emission or something like that. So if we go back, we can duplicate this and then copy the path. Let's see, if we try it on emission. At this point, we might not even need the light right now. Or do we? I think we do. Just lower the brightness. Let's add some contrast and see what happens there. And let's go back to the composite. Let's do something else. Ooh, that looked kind of cool. And let's invert this. No, I think it works like that. What if we duplicate this setup? All right, we still have an hour left, so we're good with time. I'm kind of just messing around with the sliders to see if I could get something interesting. Let's do a fractal noise. Just multiply it in here. Let's just look at that pass on its own. Oh, and the resolution, we need to just borrow it from here. I think it looks kind of cool, like as an abstract kind of floor, organic. What else can we add here? Let's add a reflection coat. Oh no. No, let's remove that. So we're on frame 26. I'm gonna go ahead and double the resolution again to see if we can get more interesting patterns, like more finer detail. So we'll do times 2. $496. All right, so then we'll rewind back. And let's get out of this view. Let's make sure we're back here. I think we set color, and then we'll jump onto 26. Okay, so let's go back. I'm not sure if it updated correctly. Let's make sure. If we go to here, yeah, this looks good. Let's go to maybe 50, 52. All right, let's go up a level and go back to the scene view. Okay, and let's save it. Let's take a look at the render. Let's add a camera. And let's do a 1x1. That looks interesting. I don't know what you guys think, but I think it looks okay. And this can be the base for what we're gonna do. And then we can add some other like things in geometry or something. So we'll leave the camera there unlocked, and then we can add a new material. Use the material. I don't know yet what that's gonna be. So if we get our geometry here, we can scatter some points and put CD. And we're gonna get points because we did an attribute from map, and that's getting our texture. So we can borrow the color. So you can see we're only getting points in those kind of drastic areas. We could additionally possibly do a bind, or let me see, what if we do a multiply constant and we grab not this one, we grab CD. Didn't do much of a difference here. If we clamp, or a fit, what was it, fit range? Let's not mess with this. Let's just leave it how it was. I think it'll be okay. So let's remove, let's not add that many points. And then we'll do an attribute remap. And we'll do CD to P scale. Copy the points. Let's check it out, see if it'll work. Okay, so let's lower the, let's take out the points and let's lower the scale. Yeah, let's see something like that. You can see the points much better. And if we had a mountain here, I think I've had issues with where it's not really working. I was thinking it would work. Usually I just do a point VOP or a attribute wrangle. So I can get at p.y is equal to at cd, and then we can multiply it by a channel or amount. So we can lift it up a bit. And let's actually output the points to a null. Then we'll go here and do an instance instancer. Oops, let's go back. In here we'll do object merge and copy our points. And then we go back. And then in here we'll do a sphere, or sorry, sub create, and then a sphere. And we'll do like 0.2. Let's go back. Let's pin this and then go back in here, tweak the scale to 0.1. All right, so let's take a look. Let's save. Is our grid not showing up? Oh, because we have the wrong output here. Let's make sure we have an out node. So we're seeing that output, and we can move back the instancer. So now it's both the floor and the points. Can't really see the points right now, so let's assign the material. We'll add the instancer. Add the geo. Okay, and then we'll go in here into the geo and we'll add emission, maybe. No, let's add something else. Metalness. Looks all right. Let's change the color. Let's do a geometry color, and then we'll go into our instancer, and then in here, let's unpin this. And let's just see the points. Let's do attribute randomize. And then we'll put CD. And we'll start adding some colors in here. Let's see how that looks. Let's go back into the material and put that into the emission. Let's see. Nah, I thought it would look good, but doesn't really look that great. I'm gonna change this to Karma XPU. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you watching or rewatching the videos. Hopefully you're learning something useful that you can apply in your work. It's kind of cool. I was thinking of doing like a top view, but it might also look interesting if we do like kind of like a lower view with like depth of field or something. So if we go here and we'll add our depth of field, put like 1.2 or 1.5. Obviously, oh, actually, let's create a new camera from the view here. And we'll do this, remove that from the first one and go back to the second one. Put like 1.5 or like 1. And then we press Shift F and then hold Shift and click. And then you can get the focal point. We could also lower the scale of this stuff here. We'll do a transform and just put 0.5. Maybe 0.8, 0.7. 0.8. And then the other thing we can do is let's go into in here, and we have our regular points here. Let's check them out. So we have points here, and then we have points that are kind of lifted. And if we were to add an ID for them, so add ID equals at pt num, and then we would do the same here. We can get a merge these two, and then we'll do an add. Go to by group and put by attribute, put ID, and then we can get like a little connection point, maybe. I'll do attribute adjust float, just so I can lower the scale of it, 0.05, and we'll put connections, out connections. So we can copy these and then go up a level. We'll do a SOP create lines, object merge, copy those lines, go back up a level, and it's too thick, so we'll go back to the original and lower it even further. So 0.001, or should we do width? Yeah, width might be better. It looks like it has a better range. Okay, and then we go back. And we could assign the same material to the lines. So we can just grab these two and just drop them in here. Or not, something weird happened. Let's do a new one. Lines. And then geo. It's going pretty crazy here. Trying to understand what happened there. Let's remove that for now, and let's take a look at, I don't know why it would flip it that way, but let's go up a level. Let's take a look at the render now. So the moment that I assigned that material on here, okay, so it might be something to do with the viewport itself. Let's go in here and grab the colors that we made for the points and copy it to our setup here with the connections. And if we go up a level, now we can reassign that same material. Maybe we lower the thickness further. So let's go and put like 2. Let's save it and put karma XPU. Okay, so that adds just a little bit of interest there. Like if we do the top view, we kind of lose that that added detail we added. So the other thing we can maybe do, so right now we have each one of these, and we can do a, I don't know if it's going to be too crazy to do a for each loop in here. Let's do a single pass. Okay. I was grabbing some water, sorry about that. And we can do a resample. So we got like a few points in here. Let's uncheck that, put maximum 10, get the curve view. And then if we do an attribute adjust float, can I do a remap attribute to curve view? Then we could do like hill. And in here, maybe we could do at p dot x is equal to at curve view. Let's do, no, that's not working how I thought. It's the other way around. So at curve u is equal to at, no, that's right. I had it right before. Let's see what else we can do. Let's do a mountain and put a blend. So nope, that's not gonna work either. What else can we do? We could technically do it like manually. So we can do a, so we have a resample, we can do 1 point, we'll group 0.1. I think that's the middle point. Then we transform. We gotta make sure we put our group. and make sure that the group is in points. And then we do another resample and a smooth. And then we can do a attribute randomize. We'll do orient. And we'll remove X and Z. Let's see if it'll work. I don't know why it's not flipping them. Well, at least they're not sticking straight up right now. So that's a good thing, I guess. Let's go back and check out the render. I think that's just a viewport thing. If I reset the viewport with the labs, hopefully they're back. Yeah, so it's a viewport thing. Let's render this. Let's render it with Karma XPU. Let's change the scale of the point one more time, like 0.6 of the little spheres, 0.5. .25. And maybe we change the camera focal length to like 85 and we zoom out. Didn't want to do that. So I gotta select the camera, Shift F. Shift F is not working for me. Let's click here and then Shift F. Okay. I gotta click on the gizmo, the transform gizmo there. And let's play around with this right here. If we do a normal on the geometry. No, let's do displacement. Can do a maybe a multiply here, and we could do a noise, 3D noise. I don't know if that's adding anything to it. It's adding something, but yeah, these numbers are crazy. Okay. Let's do a fractal. All right, let's just not do this. It's not really doing much. And we'll do 0.02. What else can we do here? Should we do like specular? That didn't look like much. All right, we got 22 minutes. So I'm gonna finalize this. Let's go up a level, all the way up. And this camera looks kind of cool. Let's see the other one. This looks cool as well. And let's maybe tighten up the radius of this light or the width. Let's add another light, another camera, camera 3. Kind of looks like a face here. So 2 eyes, nose, like a mouth maybe. Interesting. Let's change the focal length to like 120 so we can flatten it just a little bit. Okay, let's try to render this. And we'll see. Maybe we render a couple different ones and then we can see what looks better, I guess. Let's do a karma setup here. And we'll do day 17, or was it 18? What day was it? Mardini. $18. Okay. 18, and it was organic. Cam 3. And we'll do 2000 by 2000. And we'll remove this here. And we'll just render as a PNG. And we'll put it under, yeah, renders is fine. And we'll pick camera 3. Copy this setup, put camera 2. Camera 2. Copy that and put camera 1. And we'll start by rendering this one first. If it looks good, I might go ahead and render it at 4K or 3K. Okay, let's take a look. I realized I saved this project in the wrong spot. So let's because it's doing, is it doing dollar job? No, dollar hip. It's weird that it saved there. Let's go to the hip, and then we went to render, and we were in organic. Maybe we make them the little stems straight and we'll render it at a high resolution. So we'll just remove what we did here, make them straight, and we'll grab all these and we'll do, well, one of them is 16 by 9. So all right, let's try it again. Or let's do 4K. Why not? And then yeah, let's take a look real quick, adjust the camera one more time and see if there's something else we can do. If I turn this off and put a dome light, lower the dome light, and now add this, did it make any difference? Let's go into the material of the emission and probably lower it a bit. So emission, oh, we're going straight here, so we'll do multiply, and then we can lower it a bit. What if we put 0? No, I think it'll look cool with a little bit more. One or 1.5. Just trying to get a little more contrast into the image. Okay, let's try it like that. Okay, let's render again. Let's click on render. So this last one took 1 minute. So I'm assuming it's gonna take maybe between 2 and 4 minutes. Hopefully you like the stream so far. Hopefully you found something insightful and useful. All right, what else can we do while we wait? Maybe we'll take a look at some Mardini stuff. Okay, let's check back. Let's take a look at the render again. Render. Okay, so this is, it took 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Yeah, I think this is pretty cool. Let's take a look at a different render. Let's do a render for camera 2, which is this one. Oh yeah, it is this one, but we gotta make it 16 by 9 because we got all this space in the top that we don't want. So let's do, let's make sure we do regular 3K or 4K. There, so if we do a test render, this is more or less, let's remove some depth of field by increasing the f-stop to like 1.5. Okay, so let's go ahead and render that now. I might just put this one as my desktop background. Kind of like it. What's really cool about this setup is that it's all driven through the texture map. So if we change the settings on the cops, it'll update everything. Should be done soon. We got 4 minutes left. All right, so it's done. Let's check the renders. Oh, there's an area that got clipped up here, but this one's not bad, but I think I like the top one better. This part here got clipped. We probably need to move our camera down. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna go with this one. It does look cool though. Let's check the other one. Camera 1. A horror book cover. Folk horror. Maybe. I don't know. I have to see what that looks like. Let's do a render for this one. We got how many minutes left? We got 3 minutes. This last one rendered in 3 minutes and 25 seconds. So then that'll be pretty much finished by the time the timer hits 0. Let's see if the render beats the timer on the bottom left hand corner. Botanical horror. Maybe. In like another planet. Somewhere. I think I have less time than I thought because the timer I was looking at is delayed. I was looking at the live feed from YouTube. So that means that my real time timer only has 50 seconds right now. We'll go over like 3 minutes. Did it finish? Okay. Yep. No, it didn't finish. Hold on a second. Camera 1. Okay. Let's go back. There it is. Why is it playing back? Oh, I see. Is I'm opening it in okay, here it is. So I guess it's between this one for me. I'm gonna open the other one in a second. think I kind of like the one on the right because there's like it looks like a subliminal face. So like I'm seeing like an eye here, and then like the nose, and then the mouth, and maybe like a long chin beard. I don't know. I think that one looks cool. So I'm gonna go with the one on the right. All right. So yeah, I think this is it for today. This is the final approved abstract organic kind of design. All right. Thanks again for watching, guys. I appreciate you guys, and I'll be here again tomorrow to do the next one. So I'll see you guys soon.